Hello? Hello? Hi, can you hear me? Hi there, can you hear me, Brandon? Hi, can you hear me?
Hi.
Hi, Brandon. What's up?
Hey, Afreen. So I'm trying out the Google Hangouts on air, so thanks for joining. I can tell you're in your car or something looks like.
I am in my car. Is this the Google Hangouts Air for the webinar that you're doing?
Yes, it's a practice because I've never used on air. Just we want to make sure that it works really well before we do it on like Wednesday.
Okay. I have to run to a meeting or just I'll,
Yeah, no worries. This is just to test it. But thank you for logging on.
I think it just froze.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I can hear you real spotty. So I'm assuming it's your internet, not mine. I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay, good luck.
All right, thank you. All right, who else is on here? Was that Tyra I saw on there maybe? All right. Well, here's what's going on. I'm not sure who else is watching this. I can see 4 people on there. Hopefully, if you're seeing this from my Google Plus page, please know that this is just a test. So hopefully you're not someone from the public, because this is not supposed to be public, but I needed to make it public to get other people on here to test it out with me. It's my first time using Google Hands on Air. I know I'm really dark, and I will work on that right now. Okay, thanks, Kelly. Yeah, we can't hear you, Kelly, because the point of the Google Hangouts is that it's going to be like it's a one-sided thing. So before we did have like a little chat window going on, but this time it's going to be just Adam and I guess, kind of doing the presentation. And I'm not sure, so actually I'm going to test something really quick. I don't know if I can even like switch between people, so I'm going to go and try that. Okay. Okay, so I tried something new now. All right, so let's do it. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and start going. I'll test out some of these features, like there's a Q&A thing here. So it's looking like I can be asking questions or, oh, okay, the feature's disabled, so I'll have to make sure that I enable that eventually. All right, so here's the demonstration. So what I was planning on doing is probably going to show people once again, and I'm not going to do it on this one, like I said, but basically I'll go into the open interface like I did before. I'll have a question kind of all ready to go, and I will show them how to create an assessment with at least 1 or 2 questions. And then what I'll probably do is after we kind of do that, which last time it only took about 15, 20 minutes or so, then I want to go into courses. So I'll go into courses. I've made this demonstration course, so what I'll do is I'll have these here still, but I'll just show people a quick demonstration of, so on these courses here, I went through and I made sure there was at least 1 assessment, and I just put like 1 video too. And then what people will do is as they go through the courses, there's the math, there's the English, there's one on circles here, the same one I used last time. And what we want to do is we want to make sure that people know, I mean, essentially what we'll be doing is taking scope and sequences and hopefully putting them in the right order, and then kind of designing, put in the formative assessments back and forth. So that's what we'll be telling people, like, hey, what you can do is you can make a course. You want to make it it kind of generic if you want to make it for your district or for your school. And then you can then take that course and then share it, which is what we want to do. And I'll go ahead and make sure I add on here, well, actually I already have, an example of one of OpenEd's like pre-made courses where Megan France actually, went through and made these courses based on the topics, which is a great way to kind of get going with OpenEd. What we care about, and here's what I'm going to have you guys try this real quick, is for the demonstration course, we're going to show that you need to create a class, and I'm going to say something very simple, like once I've gone through and made one question, once I've gone through and made one question, I will share the class code, and I'd like people to actually take one of the quizzes, and I'll just say whatever you feel more comfortable with, take that, and it's actually better if you get it wrong, so we can show the formative assessment capabilities of OpenEd. So if you don't mind, if you're by a computer, if you could take, here's the assessment code, and all you got to do is create a new account, probably with OpenEd. Make sure that you are marked as a student. Curators, please make sure that you don't click on this and change your status to student because we can't get you back to curator. So if you're a curator watching this, please create a new account. The easy way to do that is to go to incognito mode, and you can kind of log into OpenEd. Like when you go to OpenEd, even though obviously I'm logged in on my other window, when I'm incognito, it won't remember that. So then I can just kind of make another account as a student. Once you do that, so I'll log in with my my student account essentially. The way to add yourself to a class, I'll demonstrate with people. You say take classes, you say join class, and then you just have to type that code. This is for students. Now obviously they can actually go through. Teachers can just import that, but the easiest way to do it, what I always have with my students, was just tell them the class code. Yeah, I've already joined it, so it doesn't really matter. So here's what students see in that class that I've done. Because what I want to do is I want to have people fill out enough of these, even if they just do one of the quizzes. Like I'll just do the circle one again here. That way we get some more data for the analytics, because it looks a lot better and it's easier for everyone. All right. Can you see what we're doing, Craig, too? You see it? You hear me okay and everything? Nope, I forgot about that. So sorry. That was kind of awkward, probably. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, how about this now? Okay. Better now? Now you're not seeing my face at all, right? All right. All right, so go ahead and take the course if you could. Oh, so sorry. All right, Craig. Let me just, I'll just for the sake of argument, and during the deal, oh, because you couldn't see it. Let me get that back up there. Okay, I'll give you a minute to join the class. Now that you have the class code, thank you for taking time out of your day for this. Sherry, did you get a chance to get on here eventually? And Whitney looks like too. So it looks like we're all here almost. It doesn't tell me. Yeah, it doesn't even tell me who's viewing it. All right. So now that you're on the class, if you guys could just take one of those quizzes. Nice. Okay, on my screen, I'm showing, this is my student account. When I click on my name here, there's this. So Kelly's saying that that is not there. And then for me, I just hit take classes. So if you're not seeing that, maybe make sure that you've made like a new account or whatever, and that you've logged in, that you've changed this to student. Don't do it on your curator account. And then when I hit take classes, I hit join class right here, and I put in that code, I paste it, and it should kind of take it right there like this. Okay, if that's not happening, let me know. There should be, yeah, the quizzes are the ones that look like they have like a checkbox here like this. So CED2 is the quiz, which I need to change the name of it. Struggle, I put a couple quizzes and a couple of videos because teachers are probably going to want to be having some quizzes and also some videos, but before they take the quiz kind of thing, right? I mean, it's probably not going to be all quizzes on there. Yeah, any quiz though, Craig. That way we can get a little cross section. I think it'd look better instead of everyone taking the same quiz, because we're expecting at least another 50 people probably for the webinar, so that way we get a whole big list of people and quizzes. Craig, you should take the ELA quiz. It should be demonstration course analytics. I can paste the code again, maybe. It shouldn't. It's just this right here. I just have Craig, Tyra, probably with Nikki. But Nikki, you said you got a 0, but then it's not showing up on my mastery chart. Okay, so here's my curator class. I only have these people on here. Okay, so Tyra's on there. Okay. Nikki's on there. Craig. And then when I hit reports, yeah. So yeah, you're on there, Tyra. You're in the class. So then on your view, it's going to look like this. Let me go back up here. It's going to say something like this probably, and then click on. I guess it would be the curators class is the name of the class. That's interesting how I called it demonstration, but then it looks like curators here. And okay, so I'll have to look at that, why that is. And then take any one of these quizzes. There's just 5 questions. I don't care if you get them right or wrong. And you should be able to click on any of these, and it'll start taking you to the quiz. And then when I get to the analytics, yeah, that's totally fine. This is just for practice right now. I mean, obviously, we're hoping people that take it on Wednesday will, use their names or whatever, but no problem. And then when I hit reports, we'll give them a few minutes to take the quizzes. Maybe I should, I wonder if I should just make, like maybe, I don't know, do you guys think I should make like a 3-question quiz of just something really simple, or do you think it's okay to actually use our actual assessments here? Which might take a little bit longer, but also might showcase our stuff. When you get to it, let me know. Oh, that's true. Yeah, click on the class on the left-hand side. Yeah. That was called curators for some reason. Oh, because the class is called curators. Interesting. All right, so I'll do this. I'll just call it this too. Okay, that's where the curator's name was coming up, because that was confusing to me. Awesome. So I see Kelly, Craig, Tyra, Nikki, and Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Here's the class code. Oh, never mind. You already got it, obviously. Okay, and I'm just waiting for someone to finish so we can get a little bit of analytics to see how this looks. Take any one of the quizzes, the CED, the RL6, the typical question. Oh, that's true. So maybe. All right. So you think it's okay to use these assessments, Kelly? I think I didn't use yours this time. I didn't want to put the pressure on. I use one of mine that I know has like graphs and stuff on it. Oh, okay. All right, let's see. Hmm. Not showing up. You submitted your answers, right? Right. Normally, when I've looked at it, it's pretty instant, but that was also coming from, my account. Hmm. No judging, Sherry. No judging. Okay, has anybody had issues with this before, with this not showing up? I'm going to go ahead and sign out and see maybe when I sign back in if it refreshes. Normally I find it's pretty fast, so we'll kind of see here. Okay, this is the problem. All I can figure is maybe if you get that low, I guess it's not going to show it, but that seems kind of strange. Well, actually, you know what? Because my scores here are not good. I got 20% and 7%. But then it says the class average is 1% and 3%, which means that I think it's taken into account your scores. Just that you got so low it didn't even want to count them. That must be what happened. CED? Yeah, so here. No. Yeah, see Nikki, okay, on my screen here. Oh, wait, okay, Nikki's just showed up right now. So, Nikki, what was your score? You got a 10%, looks like, and a 30%? But nobody else is showing up yet. This is why we're doing the practice one instead of going straight into Wednesday for this is the big test of the assessment tool. Or analytics, I guess you could say. Okay, who's student? Student? I think that's Kelly, wasn't it? But it just showed up right now. So it took about what, maybe from 422 looks like 420, yeah, 422 to now. So about 5 minutes looks like to show up. But I still haven't seen Craig. Did you say he's done? I still haven't seen Tyra's or Sherry's too. Okay. Well, essentially, we know now that it takes some more time, and we know if someone gets a zero, it's not going to show up here. I think that's going to. All right, perfect. That's good to know. So if you got a zero, your stuff's not showing up. I think we're good then. So if a zero doesn't show up, is there a way to get them back? Yeah, Nikki, when you go back into the class and try and take the quiz, it should just show you your results again. I believe it will do that. Try that. Try on my old one here. Yeah, so see, here's mine. Yeah, so the kids, looks like if they got a zero or if they got the still needs work, I bet that's what it is. I bet if they got still needs work, they're able to retake it, it looks like. And if they didn't, then they're maybe not able to. Like, can someone test that for me? If you got like a passing grade, but did you get a passing grade last time, Nikki? If you didn't get a passing grade, then I think you should be able to retake it. And if you did, then you won't. So I'm going to pass this quiz I'm doing right now. Okay. So this quiz I just scored 100%. Okay, so I'm done. Now I'm going to go back into it, and it's going to make me take it again. Interesting. All right. Well, then that's not it. So I will go ahead. I will. I will see what's going to happen with that. I'll ask the people. Okay. Oh, is that maybe the average? Because did you get a zero the first time, Kelly? On CED2? No, I don't think you got a zero. Okay, is number two the same thing here? Is it going to be, I think it was the same for all of us, right? So I should be able to look at this and say, so it should be, Interesting. Yeah, because see, I got one right. It just says 0%, but I obviously got one right. So I'm wondering if it's taking the average maybe, and then maybe since it's zero, obviously anything times zero is going to be zero. That is interesting. Okay. Any other big questions? Looks like we've definitely learned a lot here. Let's go. Just do a quick roll call. So like Nikki and Sherry, you guys took the quiz. Sherry, did you get it? You got a zero because you just kept randomly guessing on a lot of stuff, right? Maybe that quiz is a little too hard for people to do, but if they just guess, we just want them to get a zero because then it doesn't show up on here. I don't know if that's also a bug because on the same token, if they could get a zero, we wouldn't want to show anything here, right? Because it looks like if they get really, really low, it will show up, but if they get zero, it won't show up on here, but it will count for the overall grade. Okay, excellent. Yep, same thing. And then Craig, that gave you a zero, right? It showed a zero for you. Let me see. Yeah, well, it did actually, because yeah, that too. All right, it didn't show up, huh? Okay, for Kelly, I think that's because there's something, I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but on multiple choice, Craig and I were looking at this earlier, on multiple answer questions, if you get one correct answer, it will count that as right, but then it'll also count as wrong the ones you didn't put. So if there's 6 choices, and there's 4 correct answers, what we're thinking, again, I'm not exactly sure how this works all the time, but yeah, you get the idea. You can put one of the correct answers, and it'll count the whole question as right, but then it'll do like a 3, like a fraction of a 3 or whatever, percent wrong too. And I'm not sure how that works, but that's kind of what we figured out. So that kind of makes sense as to why you would get like one question right, but yet you got a 12.5%, you know? Okay. If you have anything, what I'll do is I'll write like a bug report, including some of your screenshots here. I'll post it on Pivotal Tracker. I'll send you guys the link as well, so you can kind of make sure that the main things were talked about. So let me just kind of write down. So main things we're looking at is how our multiple how oh were they okay? Because I know there were some that were multiple select. Okay, all right. I think those are the main. Oh, and then also I'll just put time lapse for. All right. Let me just, okay, undid screen share. That's pretty smooth. Rationals are not, okay. Yeah, I'll have to make sure that maybe that assessment itself didn't have that, so I'll double check that. Okay, I think I'm gonna go and stop it now. There is a chat thing here, but I guess I had to enable something to do questions, so we'll check out how that works later. All right, thank you guys, and please we'll keep it going. I'll be on here for the next at least half hour or so, trying to get those bugs filed, and we may want to push back analytics for another week. I think that might be the better option, okay? Because it's not quite where it needs to be, I don't think. All right, I will end it now. Thank you.